Good morning, I'm Clive.
And I'm Trudy. So on our journey to buying our own motorhome, we've decided to hire some motorhomes, and this week we've hired the F62. And we're just going to have a chat here about things we like and dislike about it, and then show you around. Okay, so what do you think you like about it? What's one of the things you really
One
like?
of the things is compact. It's under 6 metres.
Yeah,
It's easy to park. Yesterday we went to Cadbury World
it's been easy to move around
and
and
we
park, and
parked up in a normal parking space with the overhang at the rear. We just about got in and
yeah,
people could get in and out round us. So yeah, easy to park,
yeah, definitely.
easy to drive.
Yeah, I really like the shower. I found the shower has been really useful this week. It's a reasonable size. It's really warm, and I've really liked that about this fan this week.
Yeah, plenty of storage, isn't there?
Yeah, absolutely. Plenty of storage for all of our clothes. Everything that we need to store in here this week has been,
Not an issue.
done
There's
adequately. Yeah,
loads of empty cupboards still, isn't there? And
yeah.
Uh, driving position is nice.
Okay.
It's good. The sat nav unit is good. We had one hiccup yesterday, but I think that was the idiot between the steering wheel and the seat accidentally hit the screen and changed the destination.
It has been a little slow at times. It's not a really super fast system, but
no, it's slow to boot up, but
it works well, doesn't it?
It does work very well when it's fired up eventually. The little cubby holes up the top, which we'll show you when we're going around, I found useful for me because I'm sleeping on that side of the drop down bed. So yeah, I can put my water up there, my headphones or my earphones for my phone when I'm watching stuff in bed. They're good little cubby holes.
The drop down bed is something that I found hasn't really worked for us this week.
No, it's something we thought was going to work, didn't we?
Yeah.
But no, it hasn't, and it's kind of thrown our shortlist up in the air now because we are now thinking it's going to be an island bed. It's going to be the motorhome for us.
Yeah, this drop down bed, it's not great.
No, it's not. It's not. It does drop all the way, but in this motorhome that we've hired, it's got stops that about this height, so the bed is up quite high. I understand why they do it. It is actually a 4-berth, but looking at its lowest position as it goes to as is, it wouldn't be comfortable being on the bottom bunks. We haven't even tried to make up the bottom bunks because making up beds we've decided isn't for us. We've done that in the past. We've hired in the past, and no, that's not for us. Another thing that we liked before we move on to the dislikes is the cab door, the hab door even, is on the central locking, and if you blip the button twice when you're unlocking it, the step automatically comes out as well.
But if you forget to put the step away as you're pulling off, it sounds an alarm and it puts the step away for you, which is really helpful.
And we've heard that alarm a couple of times.
Yeah, we've done that a few times.
Yeah, just started up. And I think that's about the list of likes. Dislikes. The toilet. We're both fairly short people at 5'2" each, and it's too high. And the toilet feels cramped as well, doesn't it?
It does feel cramped when you're sat in it. If you had longer legs than us, it would definitely be very cramped.
Yeah, you can twist the toilet round, but even still, it just feels cramped. You don't like the step coming out of the toilet either, do you?
No, the step coming out of the toilet is quite high, and again, probably wouldn't affect a lot of people, but because I'm so short, coming out on that step is an issue.
The whale heating system. in every other motorhome we've hired previously, it's had the Truma system, which is a pleasure to use compared to the Whale. Don't like the Whale system at all. Probably would be something that would make me go, no, we're not buying this motorhome, it's got a Whale system in it. That's
not
how much
keen on that system.
I dislike it. It wasn't good. Wasn't good at all. You've already mentioned the drop down bed.
Yeah.
Not for us.
And I think that's personal preference, because there's nothing wrong with the bed. The bed is adequate. It does the job that it's supposed to do. You know, it's
you can get in and out as well, can't you, with relative ease? And I'm sure if you had it all the way down, you'd still be able to get in and out of it.
I just think it's personal choice for us that it's not.
That's because we're old. Stepping over, you know, one of us stepping over the other when you want to get out in the middle of the night, because we're at that age where we do have to get up in the night for a wee. So both of us. Me more than you. We liked the idea of the kitchen, didn't we, at the end?
Yeah, there's a really nice amount of workspace there.
But coming back to being 5'2",
it's not really usable space for us. I can't reach to the back of the workspace.
There is a step underneath this seat, but it's something we're going to need in our own motorhome. Is a step, but yeah, it's just not usable, that corner, for us, is it? Neither of us can reach the back of it fully. But the cooker we've used a few times, haven't we, and the hob,
and it's all perfect.
That works well, doesn't it? The swivel seats, great idea. Love swivel seats, but I like them to work, and it's in a Fiat based van. I found you can just turn the seats right around, and they go right around, don't they? But in this Ford based van,
the seats get caught.
They get caught, and you've got to move it a bit, and then twist it a bit more, and then move it a bit, and twist it a bit more, and it's just, no, it's hassle. I want seats that just, you get in it, pull the lever and twist it around, and you're in the position where you want to be. So another thing we don't like are these USB sockets up here, which we'll show you in a bit. They work, but you accidentally touch one of the cables and they just drop out.
Also, the plug sockets, there is only one plug socket in the whole van.
3-pin 240 volt when you're on hookup. Which we knew that when we hired it, so we bought an extension bar, which works.
We've used it quite a bit this week,
we have, haven't we, when we both had our laptops out. So the table, it's a put away table, which some people probably like the idea of, but it only just fits in this gap here, and it's a bit cumbersome getting it in and out.
Once it's out, you can't move around it very easily at all, can you?
No, I think if this was our van, would get a different table that was probably on a pole set up that you could just swing in and out. Because you need somewhere to put your tea and coffee when you're drinking it. The storage lockers below the beds, these ones both sides, they can be very vicious.
They seem to snap back very quickly, don't they?
They do snap back very quickly. They're on very tight springs, so when you open it like this, it does open up, but it's hard to open up. But if you're not careful, it'll have your fingers off. So I don't like those. Useful, they'll hold up to 3 kilos each. So
it's another useful
your
bit
little
of storage
leads and stuff like that. So we've only used that one there this week. That's got our extension lead in and our laptop chargers. So you just have to be a bit careful, as we say. There is very limited garage space, which we'll show you when it stops raining outside and we can get outside. Probably not enough to live in the van full time, which is what our ultimate aim is.
Yeah.
So yeah, you'd possibly get some small chairs in there, wouldn't you? But you'll see that when we show you. You don't like the bar across
the bar across the front of the wardrobe. I find that it's really difficult to get things in and out of it, and I understand it's there for the stability, but I do find that it's just in the way for me.
Yeah, and the final thing is the handbrake, which I understand why Ford have done it. You pull it up and it locks, and then the handbrake just literally drops back down on the floor, and you don't realise it's on, other than the little exclamation mark on the dashboard, and then you have to pull it up, push a button in, and then pull it up another click, and then put it down to release it, which is fine, but the seats have the armrests on, and I like to have the armrests on, so it's a nice comfortable driving position. Again, coming back to being short, my arms on leaning right over doing that to take it off. So
yeah, so I mean, overall it's been a functional van this week. It's
done what we needed it to do.
Yeah, absolutely. It's been good, and
it's made us realise that
this van isn't the one for us.
Isn't the one for us, yeah. And our shortlist, I would say, is totally ripped up and thrown in the bin, but it isn't, because we have got a van that's been on our shortlist all this time.
Yeah.
And ultimately, that's possibly what we're going to get, but don't know. We got another hire coming up in a couple of weeks' time of another compact van, but we think we're going to want something a bit bigger than compact.
Yeah. Yeah.
To be in it full time. I know people do live in smaller vans full
and that's
time.
Fine, but our personal choice is to have a little bit of comfort.
Yeah. In our old age.
In our old age, absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah, and now we'll show you around the van. This is the shower. Plenty of room in there. It's a sink. There's a little cupboard there. Some little shelves up there. And that's the toilet. And
there's a cupboard under the sink as well.
Oh yeah, didn't notice that. There's a cupboard under the sink as well. Yeah, as we say, we haven't used anywhere near all the storage. That's the toilet. Not a lot of room, it's quite high up, and that's the step coming out of the toilet. So that's the toilet door. Here is the decent sized fridge, which I don't think we actually mentioned in our likes.
No, that wasn't.
But that is something that we like. There's plenty of room in there, and a little freezer box up the top. And then you've got the sink there, 3 gas burner hob there, oven and grill there, there's storage there, which has the cutlery drawer and some glasses in there as well. Little storage drawer there, which we got some bread in, or some bread rolls in. That is where the table is. We've had it out a few times this week, but it's just cumbersome to get in and out. This is, we thought, would be brilliant for storage space, but yeah, as you can see, that's as far as I can reach without standing on my tiptoes. So you got a whole load in the corner that we can't reach. There's the single socket. That is the light switch for there. The lighting is something else that we liked, wasn't it?
Yes.
Was plenty of lighting in here. More storage up there, unused by us. plates and some more cups in there, and some plates and some croissants up there. Up here is the controls for the drop down bed, so that's the bed there. So it comes down fairly quickly, but that is how high it comes, so it is quite high. And as I say, you wouldn't, well, yeah, you could just about sit down under here, but it wouldn't be that comfortable for the people underneath with it. It's slower to go up, but then you're not so quick to wanting to get up in the morning as you are going to bed at night. So can't put it all the way fully up because apparently the fuses trip if you've got stuff on the top and you're trying to push it all the way to the top. But these are the USB sockets we're on about. The amount of times one of us has sat down this week and literally you barely touch it and it falls out. But that one's not going to come out easily. That's typical. But it has done numerous times this week. These are the little cubby holes I was on about when you're in the bed, which is just there. As you can see, got my earphones, bottle of water. The ladder for the bed is kept up the top here as well, strapped down, so it doesn't really rattle at all. That's something else that we haven't mentioned. It's not been bad at all on rattles, has it?
No, it's been very good.
It has been very good indeed. And now we've opened the blinds, you can see it does let in a lot of light. Do you want to switch those lights off and see? Considering how yucky the weather is outside, it's, yeah, don't know if you can hear that or not, but rain is coming down. Less hard than what it was throughout the night. We're in the middle of storm, whatever it is. And it was raining very hard last night. But then I enjoy listening to rain, so. And the other side of the toilet door is the wardrobes. And this is the bar that Trudy was on about.
There's plenty of space in the wardrobe.
There's loads of space in there.
Really usable space, other than the bar.
Yeah. I believe this bit of wood there is for making up the bed in that area there, but the chap did kind of start explaining it to us, but we didn't. We said no, we won't be using that bed, so yeah, don't worry, we'll work it out if we need to. And there's a bit more storage below there. This is the swivel seat. As you can see, we'll get round a certain distance, then we have to move it slightly to put it back in. As I said earlier, I'd like that to just go in a single motion. And if you pass us that, I shall show the handbrake best I can. That's the dashboard. We'll show you the sat nav working when we've got it switched on. This one's got cab blinds. We've actually seen quite a few F62s at various dealers, and they don't always come with these cab blinds. They're apparently a £500 option. And here is the handbrake. You lift it up. Well, the handbrake is actually on, and I won't take it off or else we'll possibly start rolling forward. But yeah, the reason they do it like that is so as when it's up you don't get your stuff caught on it when you get out. I mean, why they couldn't put the handbrake in the middle, well, I guess you wouldn't be able to swivel the seats around if the handbrake was in the middle. This one is a manual gearbox. I think it's a 130 or 140 brake engine, which is adequate. I'd like a bit more power, but then who doesn't like a bit more power in their vehicle? This is the sat nav screen, and it will take a little while to do, but okay, postcode for where we're going next. You have to click go to town, select as destination, and then start navigation. There you go. And something else that we didn't mention, also like the miles per gallon, that's been up to 30 at some points, but we've been stuck on the motorway and in traffic quite a bit, and 28 miles to the gallon out of something like this that impressed me. That did impress me.
There is only one of you, only one of me. There's a million of those who won't let us be, but they're not gonna see me bleed, 'cause baby I got you. I've been beaten to the ground, dragged across the dirt. I've been scared to live 'cause some people never learn, but they're not gonna